So now we will see what are the steps involved while solving the numericals on psychrometric properties. Now, as we have discussed before, numericals on psychrometry, they are of two types. One is related to psychrometric chart and second one is related to steam table. So first we will be looking at steam table today. Okay, so we'll go through the steps. So this diagram you have to remember. What is this diagram? Temperature versus entropy diagram. And this is the vapor dome. These are the constant pressure lines. And initially, suppose point A is given in the question. Now this point A, it is in superheated vapor region. What is the temperature of this point A? Dry bulb temperature. Okay. Now this is superheated water vapor. Now if you see the atmosphere, suppose you are sitting in a room. Okay. And if you calculate the partial pressure of water vapor in that room, it will be very less. And since the pressure is less, even if you see the atmospheric temperature 30 degrees Celsius, whatever water vapor is present right now in the room where I am sitting, that is superheated water vapor. Please remember this. Okay, even though I don't feel that superheat, it doesn't mean that it is above 100. Please understand that. This PV value, it is so small, we will see this in numerical, it is so small that whatever water vapor which is there in the room, that is there in superheated state. Okay, so whenever we see this PV value, that is dry bulb temperature, point A air, it is in superheated water vapor condition. Now if at constant temperature we go on adding moisture, we will reach point C, and partial pressure of water vapor, we are having a volume. Initially partial pressure of water vapor is PV. At constant temperature we are maintaining constant, we go on adding moisture in the room. So what will happen? Partial pressure of water vapor will finally reach PVS, saturation condition. So that is this PVS. Okay, now at this point we have reached. Now next we have to see, suppose point A is there, you cool the air at point A at constant pressure PV, it will reach point B. Now this point B temperature, if you see the temperature, this will be dew point temperature, where first dew drop is formed. Okay, so this is about the diagram. This diagram is important because we have to solve numericals and all the formulas are based on this diagram. Next, in question, most of the questions if you see, PB, okay, total pressure is given in the question and dry bulb temperature is given. In few numericals it might happen that this dry bulb temperature is not available. Okay, that can be the case. Then if PB is not given, we have to assume, and temperature we will be using everywhere in degree Celsius. Okay, so what are the steps involved? First, we will calculate partial pressure of water vapor for saturated air at dry bulb temperature. Okay, so we will calculate PVS. How to calculate PVS? PVS will be equal to Psat at dry bulb temperature. Okay, so first step will be PVS is equal to Psat at dry bulb temperature. Here you can see in this diagram, this is the pressure. So what is PVS? It is Psat, saturation pressure at TD temperature. This is first step. Second step, calculation of partial pressure of water vapor. So we will calculate in second step this PV value. Okay, now based on PV value we have different types of numericals. We will see these types now. First type, if wet bulb temperature is given in the question, we have to use carrier equation. What is carrier equation? This is the carrier equation. You have to remember this equation. Okay, PV is equal to Psat at TW. Okay, saturation pressure at wet bulb temperature minus PB minus Psat at TW. Then TD means dry bulb temperature minus wet bulb temperature divided by 1544 minus 1.44 TW. Now please make sure that you are referring only one textbook. Okay, in different textbooks values of this equation are different. If you refer Khurmi, here this value is 1544. Okay, if you refer DS Kumar, here this value is 1547. And if you use the author CP Arora textbook, So there this equation is completely different. Okay, but by all the three equations, approximately you will get same value. So if you are looking at multiple textbooks, please don't get confused. Then next type of numerical is dependent on the given data. Okay, dry bulb temperature is given. What is the second data? Based on that we have different types. Okay, now suppose RH is given in the question. Then what we have to use? RH is equal to phi. Okay, and PVS we are calculating over here, and RH is given, so we can calculate PV. Okay, so basically what is the second step over here? We have to calculate PV, partial pressure of water vapor, that is PV. Okay, so when wet bulb temperature is given, we have to use carrier equation to calculate PV. When RH is given, substitute value of RH over here, PVS we have calculated in first step, you will get PV value. Okay, this is second type of numerical. And in third type of numerical, dew point temperature is given. So when dew point temperature is given, we can directly get PV value. What is this PV value? You will get from steam table. PV is equal to Psat at TDP. So whatever dew point temperature is given, suppose dew point temperature is 16. So you will go to the steam table, and at 16 degrees Celsius, what is the saturation pressure? That pressure value we have to read. So this is second step. Then third step is we have to calculate whatever is asked in the question. Now all the terminologies in psychrometry, all the properties of moist air which we have seen, okay, all those can be asked in the question, like TDP can be asked, dew point temperature, specific humidity can be asked, then vapor density can be asked, total pressure can be asked, or partial pressure of dry air can be asked, partial pressure of water vapor can be asked, specific volume, RH, then degree of saturation. Okay, and all the formulas we have already derived. Okay, so you have to remember these formulas. Now one more formula we have to see, enthalpy of moist air. Okay, now enthalpy of moist air, we are not going in detail of this formula, how we come to this formula. Maybe in future I'll make a separate video on this. So what is the formula over here? See, basically enthalpy of moist air, it will be enthalpy of dry air plus enthalpy of water vapor. Okay, so this part is enthalpy of dry air, Cp into Td, where Td is dry bulb temperature in degree Celsius, and this part it is enthalpy of water vapor. Okay, now if you see the units, Cp dA into Td, what is the unit over here? Kilojoule per kg of dry air. So enthalpy of unit should be kilojoule per kg of dry air. Now specific humidity unit, it is kg of water vapor per kg of dry air. And if you take this equation, here the unit is kilojoule per kg of water vapor. So per kg of water vapor will get cancelled, and if you consider this term altogether, this will give again the unit of kilojoule per kg of dry air. So here also we have unit kilojoule per kg of dry air, and Cp dA into Td, here also we have kilojoule per kg of dry air. So unit of enthalpy of moist air, it will be kilojoule per kg of dry air. This is specific enthalpy. That is why it is per kg of dry air. Specific means what? Per unit mass. Now one more formula is there, which is H is equal to Cp dA into Td plus omega in bracket 2500 plus 1.88 Td. Okay, this is approximate formula. Here also you can substitute the values, you will get value of the specific enthalpy of moist air. Okay, but avoid using this equation while solving numericals. You have to use this equation. Okay, approximately you will get same answer by using this equation. You can try it out later. We won't be using this equation. We will be using this equation while solving the numericals. Okay, now here in this equation, okay, and both the equations, CPDA value we have to consider as 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. And what is this 2500 in this equation? It is 2500 kilojoule per kg. It is enthalpy of saturated vapor at 0 degree Celsius, and 1.88, this is CPV. Okay, specific heat of superheated vapor. Okay, now like this the numericals are there as we had discussed before. Based on this given data. If TW is there, one type. If RH is there, one type. If dew point temperature is given in the question, one type. Okay, so I will show you the questions. In first question here you can see dry bulb temperature is given and wet bulb temperature is given. So when wet bulb temperature is given, we have to use carrier equation to calculate PV. In second numerical, dry bulb temperature is given and RH is given. So here we have to use RH to calculate PV in second step. In third numerical, dew point temperature is given. Okay, so here you can see dew point temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. So using that dew point temperature, we have to calculate PV. What is PV? It will be Psat at TDP, dew point temperature. So we'll move on to the numericals now. Okay, now I'll show you a PDF file. In this PDF file, summary of all the formulas has been done. Okay, so here you can see the steps to solve numericals on psychrometric properties using steam table. Okay, so here all the steps which we have seen in during the presentation. First is calculation of PVS, then calculation of PV, and then all the remaining equations. Okay, all are written over here. So we will see the numericals now. Okay, along with the numericals, we have to see the steam table as well. So I have kept steam table on right side. Understand this numerical now. Okay, this is which type? Here wet bulb temperature is given. So we have to use carrier equation. Okay, so I'll read the data. A sample of moist air is at 30 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature. So TD is equal to 30 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius WBT. TW is equal to 20 degrees Celsius. If barometric pressure is 740 millimeter of Hg. So here you can see I have written barometric pressure PB equal to 740 millimeter of Hg. Now how to convert height of pressure column into pressure value in Pascal, kilopascal or bar? Pressure is equal to rho GH. Okay, what is the density of mercury? 13.6 into 1000 into G 9.81 into H. Height we have to substitute in meter, so 0.74. So from here we will get the value of barometric pressure. It is 98.72 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal. Now 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Pascal. So we will get, divide this by 10 raised to 5, you will get in bar 0.9872 bar. Okay, and if you multiply bar by 100, you will get kilopascal equal to 98.72 kilopascal. So this is about the conversion part. We'll continue with the question. Calculate without using psychrometric chart. Okay, so here it is clearly given in the question. Okay, that we have to calculate without using psychrometric chart the properties, psychrometric properties. Now understand that whenever there is one point given in the question, okay, here only one point is there, na? Dry bulb temperature is there, wet bulb temperature is there. So when you see the psychrometric chart using these 2 points, I mean these 2 data, we will get only 1 point on psychrometric chart. Okay, so that is why whenever in question 1 point is given, don't use psychrometric chart, because if you use psychrometric chart you will get answer in 1 second. Okay, hardly 8 point you have to just plot dry bulb temperature on psychrometric chart, wet bulb temperature in hardly in within seconds you will get the answers. Okay, so you don't have to use the psychrometric chart when only 1 point is given. Okay, you have to use steam table. That is first point. Now second point is, if you see the psychrometric chart, that psychrometric chart, it is designed for atmospheric pressure. Okay, suppose we don't have atmospheric pressure. Here this value, this is 740 millimeter of Hg. So this is not 101.325 kilopascal. So it is slightly less. So if you try to plot this on psychrometric chart, there will be variation in answer, because psychrometric chart, it is plotted for 101.325 kilopascal. So that is also one of the reasons why we are using steam table over here, because whatever psychrometric chart is there, it is plotted for atmospheric pressure. Okay, and here pressure is different. It is given in the question. So we'll start with the numerical. First step is we have to calculate PVS. How to calculate PVS? See the diagram. In this diagram, how to calculate PVS? PVS is PSAT, saturation pressure at dry bulb temperature. What is the dry bulb temperature? Dry bulb temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. So in steam table, we have, if you see the index of the steam table, we have temperature tables and then pressure table. So we will see temperature table. You have to locate 30 degrees Celsius temperature. Okay. Now this, before that, now we will discuss one more point. Now if you see the steam table, here the temperature of water, it is in degree Celsius, whereas the pressure value, it is in bar. So make sure that when you are taking this value, write the unit properly. It should be in bar, and wherever required, convert it in kilopascal as per the numerical. Okay, so we will locate 30 degrees Celsius. Now it is given that PVS is PSAT at 30 degrees Celsius. So this is 30 degrees Celsius temperature. What is the PSAT value here? 0.04242 bar. Okay, now here I have written that it is from page to steam table. So this is about the first step. Okay, now next step we will see. We have to calculate PV. What is PV? This value we have to calculate, PV value. What is the partial pressure of vapor? That we have to calculate, water vapor. Okay, now since wet bulb temperature is given, we have to use which equation? We have to use this carrier equation. Okay, so I have written down the carrier equation. Now understand how to substitute the values in this carrier equation. So PV equal to PSAT at TW, wet bulb temperature, minus PV minus PSAT at wet bulb temperature, bracket complete, in bracket TD minus TW, divided by 1544 minus 1.44 TW. This is the carrier equation. Now in this equation, what is PSAT at TW? What is the wet bulb temperature given here? 20 degrees Celsius. So at 20 degrees Celsius, what is PSAT value? 0.02337. So I have written that value over here. PSAT at TW, I'll show you that value. PSAT at TW 0.02337 bar. Now convert this in kilopascal. Multiply by 100. So you will get 2.337 minus what is PB in kilopascal? They have calculated over here. 98.72 minus PSAT at TW 2.337, again in bracket dry bulb temperature, which is 30, minus wet bulb temperature, which is 20, divided by 1544 minus 1.44 into wet bulb temperature. Wet bulb temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Substitute the values in this equation. You will get PV in kilopascal. Why? Because we are substituting here pressure values in kilopascal. So answer of PV is 1.7 kilopascal. Okay, I have written here the value in bar as well. So divide this by 100, you will get 0.017 bar. Okay, so this is about PV value. So we have completed the first two steps in the numerical. We have calculated PVS and we have calculated PV. Now whatever is asked in the questions, according to the formula which we have derived, we have to calculate that. Okay, so what is asked? First is dew point temperature. How to calculate dew point temperature? See the diagram. What is dew point temperature? TDP. It is TSAT at PV, and PV we have already calculated. Okay, so we have to use that equation now. Okay, so TDP, dew point temperature, is TSAT at PV. Okay, and PV value is how much? 0.017 bar. Now why I have converted this in bar? Because in steam table, if you see values of pressure, they are available in bar. Okay, so if you want to see the steam table for PV value, you have to convert that PV value in bar. That is why I have written here unit of PV in bar. Okay, so we'll go to the steam table now. We require PV value, so we will go to pressure tables. So first tables are temperature tables. So we have to go to pressure tables now. Okay, now table 2, these are pressure tables. Okay, we have to consider, now the pressure is 0.017 bar. Okay, understand this properly. We have to do interpolation over here. We have pressure, absolute pressure in bar, which is 0.017. It lies between 0.015 and 0.02 bar. So we have to consider, we have to do interpolation over here. How to do interpolation? We'll consider 0.05 minus 0.02 divided by 0.05 minus whatever is required, that I am substituting the value over here. What is that value? PV value 0.017 bar, equal to, corresponding to this pressure values, we have to substitute the temperature values from steam table. Now what is the value of temperature corresponding to this 0.015? This value, it is 13.04. So this is 13.04 minus, for 0.02 bar, what is the temperature? 17.51. So 17.51 divided by, again 0.015 bar, what is the corresponding saturation temperature? 13.04 minus, for PV pressure, which is 0.017. What is the temperature? Dew point temperature. So only unknown over here is dew point temperature. So we can calculate TDP. That value comes out to be 14.82 degrees Celsius. Now here you can note that all the values, they are taken from page 7 of the steam table. Okay. Now here, to reduce the work, I have calculated this left hand side value. Okay. Why? Now you will understand that later, because this value we will require again. So I have calculated this left hand side, it is 5/2. Okay, we will be requiring this value again, that is why. So this is about left hand side. So we have calculated first part, dew point temperature. Now second part is relative humidity. How to calculate relative humidity? It is PV upon PVS, and both we have calculated. PV also we have calculated. So here you can see this is PV value and this is PVS value. Make sure you are using the same units. This is in bar, so this should also be bar, in bar, or substitute in kilopascal, whatever. Okay, because anyways it is there in numerator and denominator, so unit will get cancelled. So question 2, RH, it is equal to PV upon PVS. So substitute the values either in kilopascal or bar, you will get in decimal. Multiply by 100, you will get RH in percentage, 40.07%. Next question, specific humidity. Okay, specific humidity omega, it is 0.622 PV upon PB minus PV. Okay, all the formulas are listed in the formula list. Okay, here you can see specific humidity, it is given 0.622 PV upon PB minus PV. Substitute the values. PV value we have already calculated. Now here you can use any values of pressure. Why? Because in numerator pressure is there, denominator pressure is there. So pressure will get cancelled. So you can in this equation also substitute in bar or kilopascal, but it should be same in both numerator and denominator. But in order to avoid confusion, everywhere keep the units in kilopascal. Okay, so that is why I have substituted everything here in kilopascal. PV we had calculated 1.7 kilopascal divided by PB is 98.72 kilopascal minus PV again. So from here I can calculate omega, specific humidity, which is equal to 0.01089. What is unit of specific humidity? Kg of water vapor per kg of dry air. Next question, vapor density. So we have to calculate rho v. Rho v equation we have already derived. It is written over here. So we have to consider this equation. Omega value we already calculated. PB value we know, PV value we know. Here also you have to be careful. Now here in denominator this 0.287, this is kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So when you are substituting PB and PV, this should be in kilopascal. So I have written the formula here. Substitute the value of omega, PB in kilopascal, PV in kilopascal, and in denominator we have TD plus 273. Okay, degree Celsius 30 plus 273. So we can calculate density of water vapor. What is that? 0.0121 kg of water vapor per meter cube of air. Okay, last part we will see of this question, enthalpy. Okay, this will be specific enthalpy basically. So specific enthalpy, again we have to use the equation which I have already told you. Okay, this equation we have to use. Okay, so I have written down the equation. Now understand, in this equation we have to find Hg at PV. Okay, what is this PV? Basically it is either pressure, or you can say that Hg, that value is at dew point temperature. Okay, now that PV value, we have already considered this left hand side. That is why I told you to calculate that ratio and keep. Okay, so if you consider this left hand side part, 0.015 minus 0.02 divided by 0.015 minus 0.017. Okay, that ratio we have calculated 5 divided by 2. So same equation I am using over here. Now Hg we have to find at PV. Okay, what is PV value? PV is 0.017 bar. So again in steam table we have to consider 0.015 and then we have to consider 0.02 bar. Okay, for interpolation. So that is why, see, these are the same pressure values, and 0.017 it will lie in between that. So that is why I have calculated left hand side. Okay, you have to work smartly. Don't use some other ratio. You can even write it like this, 0.020 minus 0.015 divided by 0.020 minus 0.017. But according to that, right hand side should say, change. Corresponding values of temperature or whatever pressure is there, you have to write. So be careful when you are doing interpolation. So when I am keeping the left hand side same, corresponding values you have to write on right hand side. Okay, now here we have to calculate Hg. Okay, so what is Hg? Here you can see this is Hg. Okay, what is Hg? It is enthalpy of saturated vapor. Okay, so for this 0.015, what is the value? 2525.5 minus for 0.02, what is the Hg value? 2533.6. So 2533.6 divided by, in denominator again we have 0.015, so this value will be 2525.5 minus for 0.017 we have to calculate Hg at PV. So from here we can calculate Hg at PV. So work smartly over here, calculate left hand side and keep the ratio so that you can use that again when we are calculating enthalpy. Okay, now substitute the values here in this equation. Cp of air is 1.005 into dry bulb temperature of air. It is 30 degrees Celsius. 30 plus specific humidity we have calculated 0.01089. In bracket Hg at PV 2528.74 plus CPV, remember this value, it is 1.88 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, in bracket TD minus Tsat at PV. What is this TD? 30 minus what is Tsat at PV? Understand that. See the diagram again. Okay, Tsat. Okay, saturation temperature at PV pressure, that will be dew point temperature, and dew point temperature we have already calculated. Okay, so take that value of dew point temperature. we have calculated by interpolation. Okay, what is that value? 14.82 degrees Celsius. So substitute that value 14.82, you will get specific enthalpy which is 57.99 kilojoule per kg of dry air. So this is about first numerical, where along with dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature was given. Next numerical we will see. In this numerical, along with dry bulb temperature, relative humidity is given. So this is the second type. Okay, so using this RH equal to PV upon PVS, we have to calculate PV value. So we'll go back to the numerical. So dry bulb temperature TD is 30 degrees Celsius, RH is 50%, barometric pressure is 740 millimeter of Hg. So PV value we can calculate. What is that PV? Now in previous question also we had 740 millimeter of Hg. So how to calculate that in kilopascal? So 740, it is millimeter of Hg. Okay, so density rho gh. So 13.6 is the specific gravity of mercury into 1000. So 13.6 into 1000 into 9.81 G into 0.74. So here you will get Pascal. Then convert this in kilopascal, you will get 98.72 kilopascal. So same value I have directly written there, 98.72 kilopascal. Okay, now first step is we have to calculate PVS. Okay, so how to calculate PVS? PVS is Psat at dry bulb temperature. See that diagram. How to calculate PVS? PVS, this pressure is saturation pressure at dry bulb temperature. What is dry bulb temperature? 30 degrees Celsius. So we have to go back to the temperature tables. Table number 1. Okay. So on this page, page number 2, we have 30 degrees Celsius temperature. So I'll mark that. This is 30 degrees Celsius temperature. And what is the saturation pressure? Psat at dry bulb temperature. It is 0.04242 bar. You can convert this in kilopascal as well, because it will be required later on in kilopascal. In steam table, please remember that these pressure values are in bar. Okay, next, since RH is given 50%, okay, so RH is equal to PV upon PVS, RH is 0.5 equal to PV upon PVS we have calculated. So we can calculate PV which is equal to 0.2121 bar or 2.121 kilopascal. Okay, now what is the first question asked? We have to calculate partial pressure of water vapor. So we have to calculate PV, which we have already calculated. So this is first answer. And we have to also calculate partial pressure of dry air. How to calculate that? Total pressure PB is partial pressure of dry air plus partial pressure of water vapor. Partial pressure of dry air value we have to calculate. PB value, it is given in the question. Okay, so this value we know, and PV value we have calculated. So we can calculate finally PDA, partial pressure of dry air. So here you can see substituted the value and calculated PDA 96.599 kilopascal. Okay, next question. This is about sub question number 1. Then second sub question, dew point temperature. How to calculate dew point temperature? Again, refer the diagram. From diagram you have to remember. Okay, how to calculate dew point temperature? It will be, this is the pressure. So Tsat, this is the saturation temperature. Tsat at PV, and PV we already have. So dew point temperature is TDP is equal to Tsat at PV. What is PV? In bar we have to consider. Okay, in steam table we have values in bar, remember. So we'll see the interpolation part now. What is the pressure value which we have? 0.02121. Okay, so we have to open table number 2, pressure tables. Locate the pressure. Okay, now this PV value, what is that PV value? Let me show you that PV value. PV value in bar, it is 0.02121 bar. Okay, it will be in between this 0.02 bar. Okay, make sure that first column is pressure in bar. Okay, and the lower value, if you see, it is 0.025 bar. Okay, so I've done the linear interpolation over here. 0.02 minus 0.025. Okay, this is first one, then this is second one, divided by 0.02 minus this PV value. What is that? 0.02121 bar. Corresponding, we have to write down the temperature value. Okay, corresponding to 0.02 bar, what is the temperature? Saturation temperature 17.51. Then for 0.025 bar, what is the temperature? Saturation temperature 21.1. 21.1 divided by, again for 0.02 17.51 degree Celsius, minus for this PV we have TDP. So from here, by linear interpolation, we can calculate TDP value. Okay, so this is about the second part of the numerical. Third question is specific humidity. So specific humidity omega is 0.622 PV upon PB minus PV. 0.622 PV is 2.121 kilopascal divided by PB is 98.72 kilopascal minus PV 2.121 kilopascal. From here you will get omega, which is equal to 0.0136. What is omega? Specific humidity, kg of water vapor per kg of dry air. Next question, specific volume. Specific volume, small v. Okay, that equation we have already derived. Specific volume is equal to 0.287 TD plus 273, TD is in degree Celsius, divided by PB minus PV. Now since numerator this 0.287 is in kilojoule per kg Kelvin, make sure that this denominator part, it is in kilopascal pressure. Okay, so I have written the equation 0.287 into, in bracket, TD is 30 plus 273 divided by PB in kilopascal 98.72 minus PV 2.121. So from here I can calculate specific volume V is equal to 0.9 meter cube per kg of dry air. Next question is enthalpy. This will be specific enthalpy. Specific enthalpy, we have to use the same equation which is given in the formulas. Okay, this equation we have to use. Now again here, if you see the left side of the interpolation which we have done, I have calculated this left hand side and kept the ratio so that it can be reused while calculating the enthalpy, specific enthalpy. Okay, so I have written the equation of specific enthalpy here. Okay, now we have to calculate Hg at PV. Okay, what is this PV value? 0.02121 bar. Okay, so here I'll again highlight this. This is 0.02 bar pressure value. For that Hg, it is written over here, and for 0.0 and for 0.025 Hg value, it is written over here. Okay, so interpolation, if you see, I have taken 0.02 minus 0.025 divided by again 0.02 minus, what is this? PV value. Okay, PV value is 0.02121 bar. Corresponding to these values, we have to substitute Hg. What is Hg? Enthalpy of saturated steam. Okay, so for 0.02 bar, what is Hg? 2533.6 minus for 0.025 bar, what is Hg? 2540.2. Then again we have 0.02, same value I have written here, minus we have to calculate Hg at PV. Okay, what is this Hg at PV? It is Hg at PV, or it is also Hg at dew point temperature. Okay, so Hg at PV is equal to, we got that value, 2535.1972 kilojoule per kg. Now substitute all the values in the equation. H is equal to Cpa 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin into dry bulb temperature is 30 plus specific humidity we have calculated 0.0136 in bracket Hg at PV 2535.1972 plus Cp of vapor 1.88 kilojoule per kg Kelvin in bracket Td minus Tsat at PV. Td is 30 and Tsat at PV. See the diagram. What is that Tsat at PV? This Tsat at PV, it is equal to dew point temperature. Okay, so I have substituted dew point temperature which we have already calculated over here, which is 18.37. So you will get specific enthalpy value. Unit of this is kilojoule per kg of dry air. Next numerical. In this numerical, this is next type. Dry bulb temperature is given. A sample of moisture is at a temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Here a specific word is not used, dry bulb temperature. Okay, so this sample has been given, its temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. So it will be dry bulb temperature. Td is equal to 22 degrees Celsius. Total pressure Pb is 1.01325 bar and dew point temperature TDP is 16 degrees Celsius. Now here dew point temperature is directly given, so we don't have to do the interpolation. So this question will be a bit easy as compared to previous two numericals. Okay, so what is the first step? We have to calculate PVS, then PV, and then we have to calculate the remaining properties. So PVS, see the diagram. PVS is Tsat at dry bulb temperature. Okay, so what is dry bulb temperature? Go back to the temperature tables. Dry bulb temperature value, it is 22. Okay, so here you can see this is temperature and this is saturation pressure. So 22 degrees Celsius. So Psat at 22 degrees Celsius, that value is 0.02642 bar. Convert it in kilopascal. So this is from page 2 steam table. Okay, now next we will consider calculate PV. How to calculate PV? Understand that. PV is Psat at TDP and TDP is given in the question. So in the temperature tables itself we have to get that value. So TDP is how much? 16. Okay, so observe this. This is 16 temperature and Psat at 16 temperature, it is 0.01817. So Psat at TDP is 0.01817 bar. So we can get that PV in kilopascal from page 1 steam table. Then relative humidity, it will be PV upon PVS. Substitute the values, you will get RH. Next, specific enthalpy. For this we require specific humidity. So we will calculate specific humidity first. So specific humidity is equal to 0.622 PV upon PB minus PV. Substitute the values properly in kilopascal. You will get omega. Unit of that will be kg of water vapor per kg of dry air. And next question, enthalpy is remaining. Okay, so this enthalpy, same equation we have to use. Now in this case, this Hg at PV, okay, understand this part, it is important. Which Hg we calculate? Hg at this location we calculate. This is saturated vapor curve. So this is Hg at PV. Okay, so it can be Hg at PV or it can be Hg at TDP, one and the same. Okay, either you can see pressure or temperature. So that is why here you can see this Hg at PV, it is Hg at TDP. And what is TDP? TDP is 16. So for this 16 value, what is Hg? Hg you can see over here, this 16 value Hg is 2530.9. from steam table. Okay, then Cp of air is 1.005 into dry bulb temperature is 22 plus specific humidity we have calculated. Substitute that value in bracket. Hg at PV you will get from steam table directly at dew point temperature. So when dew point temperature is given, we don't have to do interpolation. Plus Cp of V 1.88 in bracket. Dry bulb temperature is 22 minus Tsat at PV. This is dew point temperature, which is given in question 16. So we can calculate specific enthalpy, which is 50.96 kilojoule per kg of dry air. Then what is the next question? Specific volume. Specific volume equation is given. We have derived the equation. This is the equation. Remember that this equation substitute PB and PV in kilopascal. Okay, so specific volume is 0.287 in bracket. TD is 22 plus 273 divided by PB 101.325 kilopascal minus PV in kilopascal 1.817. So we will get specific volume which is equal to 0.85 meter cube per kg of dry air. So here we have covered the three numericals based on steam table. Okay, we'll see the summary of this. Okay, in brief we will see again what are the steps which we followed. First we calculated PVS. How to calculate this PVS? PVS is Psat at TD. Then depending on the given question, if wet bulb temperature is given, we have to calculate PV using carrier equation. If RH is given, left hand side is there, use RH equation to calculate PV. If dew point temperature is given, we have to calculate PV, right? So PV will be Psat at dew point temperature. Okay, and then whatever equations which we have derived, we have to use that equations to calculate unknown. So we will stop over here.